We have
a legend
and royalty in the house today.
Man, this is amazing.
Mr. Lonzo Williams. He is the undisputed godfather of West Coast hip hop with an entertainment career spanning over 40 years as a DJ, record producer, and leader of the World Class Wreckin Cru. Lonzo is also credited with launching the careers of some of the most notable names in hip hop. His roster or protegees include N.W.A, Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, DJ Yella, and Eazy E. Michel'le, DJ Battlecat, Battlecat, Rodney-O Joe Cooley, and the L.A. Dream Team and Compton's Most Wanted, just to name a few.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
He's a nightclub owner in Compton. You're a native of Compton, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Straight out of Compton. Straight out of Compton. And he's a hip-hop historian. He's an author. And I think now he has moved into the philanthropy, the nonprofit world.
That's great.
And he's looking to mentor some young people in the industry, right?
Yes, ma'am. That's exactly what I'm doing.
Welcome to the business zone.
All down pat.
I know, huh?
Sir. Appreciate it.
I had a conversation with Rochelle Lucas to find out who you were.
You know what? And she didn't know how much of a role she played in my career.
Really?
I had to tell her. I mean, I put it in my book. I have a book called N.W.A, Not Without Alonzo.
Okay.
She didn't know she was in it. I said, she says, why am I in the book? I said, Rochelle, you don't understand. When you put me and Greg Mack together, you made the combination that we needed at that time.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because Greg Mack was on the radio. I was running the streets with Uncle Jam's Army and some other folks. And Greg Mack came into. I just shut my club Eve After Dark down. And when you see us straight out of Compton, how Doodles was the spot. That's because me and Greg made it to spot.
Oh.
Okay. And in that movie Straight Out of Compton, there was so much they could not put in the movie.
Yeah.
But Rochelle connected me with Greg, and me and Greg put together a thing called the Traffic Jam. And every day from 5 to 5:15, there was a mixed show on K-Day that Yella and Dr. Dre did. And because of that show, we were able to advertise Doodles and blow it up.
Wow.
And Rochelle was instrumental in that whole situation.
And she didn't even know it. She didn't even know.
Wow.
That's amazing. And you know, Rochelle, when you meet her, and I'll have to have her on the show, but she's kind of quiet.
Very quiet.
She does not look like she was at K-Day and was representing hip-hoppers.
No. Every time I talk to I love Rochelle because when I talk to Rochelle about hip-hop, she's a clean sheet of paper. She ain't trying to compare no notes. She's all ears.
Yeah.
Okay, and she's taking it all in.
Yeah.
But she was right there between Roger Clayton of Uncle Jam's Army and myself. She was both of our sales rep at K-Day.
Yeah.
So she knows the few. She knows all the parts. She stayed out of the business. So she's like, I ain't in that. Give me my money, okay?
I love that. I love
that.
Yeah,
that's what I love about her. She's always been
she's so cool.
She's so cool.
Yeah. And so she invited him to come to the digital marketing classes.
Yep.
And I looked up and I went, whoa, what's happening in here? Because I was in another room and I came in, I was like, okay, we done stepped up a notch here in the digital marketing world.
So what made you decide to do the digital marketing thing?
Well, after 40 years of promoting nightclubs, I'm tired of that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And at my house, I have a huge studio. My studio is bigger than my house.
Yeah.
And I have a recording studio, a video photography studio, and also a podcast studio.
Yeah.
And I want to expand that and take the whole operation viral.
Yeah.
So I need to study on this whole digital platform that everybody knows about. That's why I got this kid with me right now. He's one of my mentors when it comes to the digital situation. And so, in order for you to go viral, you have to have some youngsters on your team.
You have to have some
I'll
youngsters.
mentor them on one thing, and then mentor me on something totally different.
True.
So
that's true, man.
We just playing this, exchange
I'm
of
with
services.
you, man. I'm with you because I'm where you are right now. I need one of him.
Kid on your team too.
I need one of him.
But I knew he was committed because I guess it must have been the second time you came to the meeting. We had, because I kind of switch it up a little bit because we want our people have to become more digitally the mindset has to be there.
Yeah.
So we switch it up from a live to doing a Zoom. Well, I didn't have him in the system as of yet, but Rochelle was in the system, and I had sent out notifications that we're going to do a Zoom meeting tonight. It was pouring down raining a couple weeks ago, and he showed up at the Urban League, and so Rochelle reaches, she texts me, Krista, we need the information, and send it directly to Lonzo. So I'm thinking, okay, I'll do that, but who gonna go home and come online? And then I looked down, like, whoa, he went home and came online.
He's serious about it, man.
You know what? I do a lot of mentoring. Okay. I can give you all the parts. If you don't put them together, if you don't use them, it does no good for me to mentor you, talk to you, coach you. If I give you all the parts, it's like praying without works. Okay, you can pray all you want to. If you don't get off your butt and make something happen, it's not going to happen. You can't pray your way up on something. But for the lottery tickets, okay, but you're still going to buy a lottery ticket.
My question is, are you still discovering talent? I need to know.
Every chance I get.
Okay.
Every chance I get.
So how did you become the Godfather of West Coast hip hop?
You know what? And I get to ask that question a lot. That's not something you set out to do in high school.
True.
No, like I said, was that on your goal list and your bucket list?
Okay? When I left high school, hip hop was not even invented yet.
Really?
And I wanted it, but the path was so interesting for me, even though I lived it. It's like, wow. I used to go to, when I was coming up, we had the dances in the park. You might remember that. The sock hops, okay? And we should go to them all the time. And as we got older, they stopped doing it. So we started doing our own dances. But when I first went to the sock hops, I fell in love with the DJs. Okay? And from KGFJ. Okay? You got to be ahead, old head, know about KGFJ.
Right. Yes.
And
K-Day.
When I wanted to feel that energy, because there's no only person who gets the same energy as a live band is a DJ.
When
you're a DJ and you rocking, you get an energy that you can't buy, you can't snort it, you can't smoke it. You get something you can't get that from no place else.
There, man.
I wanted it, but I thought you had to get it through radio, because at that time there were no mobile DJs.
That's
true. Okay.
I thought I had to go to radio.
Okay.
And back then, those who knew me back then knew I had a horrible lisp. I sound like Daffy Duck.
So they weren't ironing you up.
They were. But I got lucky. And I went to Gardena High School. I graduated. And they had opportunity to check off broadcasting. And I checked off broadcasting. And I got a scholarship to go to a broadcast school.
Wow. Oh, wow. Okay.
And I'm still Daffy Duck.
but they cultured it.
But one of my mentors and teachers was a guy named Jay Rich. Jay Rich was on KGLH forever. And he was one of the most articulate guys on radio. He took me under his wing. He said, you don't have a mental problem, you're just lazy. Okay? You don't like moving your tongue. So he gave me a bunch of exercises. And I would sit there and go the for hours on end. And that's how I was able to overcome it. I still have it somewhat if I get mad or just get lazy. But I've been able to consciously overcome it. And later on, and it was right there in the 70s. Wow. And they was doing the disco. I'm that old, baby. It's just me and fool you, okay? You mess around and get caught by a spider. Anyway.
but so if you were with Uncle Jam.
I was Uncle Jam's Army's first DJ.
Okay, so Subway?
So, come on, baby. Subway, Oscars, come on. See, I had
Speakeasy.
I opened Eve After Dark in 1979. Okay, I was 22 years old.
Wow.
And I would go, see, back then, they had so many clubs in the city. You could go to clubs every night.
The Red Onion
on Thursdays, Flanagan's on Mondays.
Parties every night. I didn't party but one day a week. It was only one day, that was Sunday, that I didn't go out.
I started on Sunday. I would work on Friday and Saturday, my own teen club. And then I would go out on Saturday during the week. Paradise 24. We very seldom went in the Paradise. We sit in the parking lot and do the parking lot pimping. My buddy had a limousine, right? We sat in the parking lot on the limousine. I was just doing my record thing, and I'd be out there, had my foot out the door like Morris Day. He flagged the girls down. You know, I got Lonzo in the car right now. So I can't tell you some of the parties we had in my house. Anyway,
so that means I probably saw you in the party parking lot.
Probably did. I probably was flagging you down. You just one of the girls that didn't fall into the trap.
Yeah, I didn't fall into the trap, but I was at the club. I didn't fall into the trap.
So you were there.
I was there.
She was right. She probably walked right past us.
I knew you was fast.
I know. And my girlfriend actually, she hung out with
Roger.
Roger. He was a good friend of hers. So she was.
girlfriend?
Her name is Daisy. They called her Sita, Daisy Bellamy, and she was with him. Oh, they partied. She was actually when he was promoting. She was putting the signs up on the.
I ain't mad at her.
On the post
You
to help
hang out with
them.
us. You got to go to work.
Yeah, and I met him. I met him for the first time because I didn't know her at that time. Met him the first time before he died. A couple years before he died, we went to. See Frankie Beverly in Riverside.
Okay.
And we stayed there for the weekend and hung out with him.
Now, you got to understand, me and Roger go back to 1977 before I opened the club up.
Okay.
I was his first DJ.
You was DJ Construction?
I was Disco Construction.
Disco. Oh, Disco Construction.
I was Disco Lonzo of Disco Construction.
Okay.
And we had this love-hate relationship. And we always talked about writing books. And we worked together. We workmates, worked at the same record distributor. And he blew up. His thing was big dances. My thing was consistency. Every club I had at least 6 years. Eve After Dark, Dudo, Skateland, Hollywood Park Casino. I did all those, okay?
Okay.
So I was always taught consistency, build your money up, do your thing. And he liked doing big stuff, the convention center and a sports arena. That's fine, but I'm going to get my crumb. I'm going to get these nickels every week for the next week. You know, you get them quarters every once in a while. I'm going to get these nickels, nickels and dimes every week and stay consistent. And we were talking about writing a book. And I started writing my book because we had this competition.
To see who can complete it first.
Who can do it first. And he died.
Oh, man.
How you going to do that, man?
So he didn't get his book.
I was writing the book the night I got the call. He had died.
Oh, wow.
And it took me almost 3 years to write the book and go back to the book because there was no reason to write the book.
There's no motivation.
You know, Roland works.
I know Roland.
All of those. Those are the ones I hung out with.
Roland is the only promoter
Steve
that's been doing it longer than I have.
Yeah.
Okay. Roland is. We talked about this. We've had this conversation.
Yeah.
Roland is the only person that's been promoting longer than I have, but I've had more clubs than he has. I've been more consistent. I've owned clubs. He's promoted more.
He promoted, but he didn't have a club.
But he never had his own venue. I've had my own. I've had 6 different clubs in my career.
And Mark Gaspar actually wanted a club. Okay. So that was the partners that they had when they were doing the last round, but that they never did because he wanted but he wanted the live music. They were more into the live music.
Exactly. Yeah. The club thing, it's gotten so crazy. Yeah. And especially these days, and I'm finna get on my soapbox for a minute. Okay. BS and club and BS and business don't mix. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. No. And this is when people asked. It was a Facebook post recently. Why there's no clubs in the city? Mm-hmm. You know, name all the clubs. Okay, you could go down Crenshaw, start at Imperial Highway, and go to clubs all the way to Wilshire. Yeah, I remember Covadis.
Covadis.
Okay, I mean we started Imperial Highway and go all the way.
Carlos and Charlie's.
Come on.
And Speakeasy.
Come on, Speakeasy.
I know. Y'all think I was just this little shy person.
No, we know that.
What was the one? Carlos up on Hollywood, the Roxy.
Yeah,
and. There was another one. What was the one? That was Speakeasy in the back where they had the best.
Yeah, you had to go around the side to be real quiet because everybody's apartment. That's what they called the Speakeasy.
That was up in Hollywood.
Literally, they had double doors. Yeah. They had double doors. You walk in one door, it closed, and the other door open. Then they had the Disco 9000.
Disco 9000.
On the 9000 on the was it 9?
It was on the. It was the 9.
It was 9,000 was the address to the building.
Right, and I think
but the club's on the top floor. Mm-hmm. Okay. And oh my God.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I have a friend, his name is Keith McAllister. I think he hung out at that club a lot.
I tell people all the time that when the gang mentality came into the hood, it ruined a lot of stuff.
It actually, I'll tell you exactly when it happened. It was when that first shooting that was at Fridays It was one that was a shooting out in the marina.
Okay, I remember that.
At
Fridays.
Fridays.
That was a spot on every Friday.
And then there was something that went on at the Ramada.
Right.
Yeah, at Mingles.
Right.
So that was my other spot.
Right. Oh, my Mingles?
Yeah.
I think I was 7 years old when I was I did some stuff I wasn't even born yet.
Yeah, and you weren't even here yet. But I partied. I had a ball. That's why I never got married.
Let me tell you a quick Mingles story right quick, right?
Okay.
My buddy was a DJ at Mingles. His name was Master Blaster.
Oh, okay.
He discovered Robin Harris, the comedian, at Mingles.
Wow.
Okay. My buddy was a DJ, and I'm a DJ as well. And he said, Lon, could you sit in for me for a minute? I'm going to dance with my little friend, friend, right? Yeah. So I'm like, okay. So I'm DJing, and he dancing right in front of me. And the DJ booth was similar to this right here. Yeah. But I'm like, dude, who are you dancing with? And he's dancing, and he said, I look down. He got this little person. She about 4 feet tall. She's getting busy, okay? And I'm laughing and like, hey man, I'm the first guy you know go out. He called them midgets back then. Yeah. He's the first guy you got go out with a midget. I said, you really are, Doc. We had a ball at Mingles.
Oh yeah, Mingles was my spot. And then I migrated up to Lil J's.
Lil J's.
Yeah, that's kind of where.
Lil J's downtown LA. Baby, you born
I
in
remember
the
Lil
60s
J's.
and all.
Yeah, that was my
You a 70s baby or 80s baby?
90s baby. I'm a 70s baby. I'm 70s.
So my Lil J's story is, Lil J's was actually frequented by police officers and the military, right? Yeah. So, and my thing is to meet the doormen. So, because I don't do lines, and my girlfriend and I know we don't do lines. Right. So we knew the DJs or the doorman or the promoter. Right. That's how we got in. Yeah. And so at Lil J's, so I knew all the door guys, and they were all police officers and cops. But then, as it got in, and I became a VIP, there was a woman there that actually was the captain at Southwest.
Okay.
She and I looked alike. And I didn't know that until one day I was dancing, and this guy said, "Hey, Crystal, how you?" And I think her name was Crystal as well. How you doing? I saw you at Civil Brass. Like, no, you didn't, and I didn't know that who this person was. Right. And so he gets there and he's arguing with me. So this other guy that I'd actually gone out with, he goes, no, man, that's not her. He said, but she looks so much like her, but one's a little more bustier than the other. So he said, in fact, go upstairs, and she's upstairs.
Wow.
But we never, and I was there 3 days a week. Wow. I never met her, and she never met me. But that's everybody crazy. In there, so when I would come to the door, they thought I was her. They're like, go on in. Have a good time.
VIP status.
They're trying to get promotions.
So you and Roland, and a number of you, all of you created businesses out of this.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us about, because, a lot of times you think of that just being a hobby. And not a business.
It started off being a hobby for me. I was just making CDs and stuff. Not CDs, I'm sorry, cassettes back in the day.
Okay.
And I would DJ my car club events, whatever the case may be. Vegas. Anybody remember Vegas? And
yes.
Yeah, the little mini Camaros.
Yeah,
And one day we had a party, and I made me and my partner split up like $900, $450 for DJing. This might be something to look into. Okay? But I tell you what was crazy. I was taught later on that if you do it for free, you'll do it for pay.
Right.
Okay. And do what you love. You never work hard a day in your life.
Okay.
And give people what they need, and they'll always need you.
Yeah.
Those have been the two principles I've always worked by. My last job. My last job was 1979.
Awesome.
Wow.
Okay. I never sold dope. I have to make that disclaimer.
Because
I never
that's
sold
the industry.
dope. I just shut my club down, March 2nd. After 40 years, I just got kind of tired, want to do something else.
Okay.
And well, for me, I've been kind of blessed that my star is kind of rising again through all these documentaries and stuff I did back 35 years ago with Dre and Cube and everybody. Now I can go into another less stressful career and do what I want, do what I like doing. I work with so many artists, and what I realized with artists today, most of them are still as ignorant as ever to the business part of this.
Right.
They forgot. They're so busy about the music, they forgot about the business.
Yeah.
And I listen to guys on different shows, and one that really touched me was this new guy, Blueface. You know, I'm not a fan of his at all, but to hear him talk about how he let somebody else take care of his business, and he's not, I'm not concerned about my paperwork, I'm just having fun.
Wow.
Oh, you are the perfect fool. You are the perfect fool.
He's that 80%er that we just talked about.
Right. You're the one you're the one that they're going to get every time.
Oh, yeah, especially the IRS.
The IRS and the vultures. They look for guys like that.
And wasn't that in the movie with Straight Outta Compton? Because wasn't it Dr. Dre was like, well, where the money? Or was it, no, it was Ice Cube. Where the money? Okay. And then Eazy E was just
happy.
Happy-go-lucky.
As long as they're getting some money. Yeah. But who counting?
Yeah.
Right,
okay?
Exactly.
Gotta count your money,
You need to be at the table to count your own money. Nobody count your money for you.
Gotta count your money.
And don't they get, because they don't get a whole, with all of the hoopla that goes around with it, because you really don't get as much money off their song, or how does that work?
It all depends on who's handling your business.
Okay.
When you have one person that represents everybody, and there is a principal person, like with this situation, Eazy E was the man. Eazy E and Dre were the main guys, so they thought. So they looked out for Eazy E and Dre. Yeah. Jerry Heller made sure Eazy and Dre were taken care of. Right. Okay, everybody else was kind of all right. Yeah. But Dre had a mansion, Eazy had a mansion, Jerry had a mansion. They all lived in the same neighborhood. I've been to all of them house. Okay. Right. Everybody else was living with their mama, their girlfriend, or had their own little small apartments. Yeah. And when you watch, if you ever watch Unsung, you'll see it happen every time. Every time there's a group. Yeah. Oh, man, we all living together, eating at the same plate, driving the same car, living in the same house. But soon as they have a hit record, there's two factors that come into play that changes everything. And that's the publishing and the writers. Okay? If you're a writer and a publisher, if you have a hit record and your record makes it on the radio, you're going to have a revenue stream that won't be privy to the non-writers. Right. So you guys are still gigging. Y'all may have an arrangement. All right, we do a show. We split the money 5 ways. Everybody gets paid equally after expenses. Okay, that's fine. But when you write a song or you publish a song, you don't have to do that if you don't want to. Most cats choose not to. While y'all 3 were out partying, these 2 were out in the studio writing the song. We wrote the hits for y'all to play. Okay? So we don't have to give you writers credits if you weren't there. We don't have to give you publishing if you weren't there. So as these records take off and become hits, the publisher and the writer, they buy Benzes. Y'all still driving that van. They move out the house that y'all lived in together, and y'all buy, they buy individual houses, and y'all mad. Everybody mad. I've seen it happen on multiple times.
So many.
So many times. Everybody mad at the writers of the song and the publisher because you didn't take care of your business.
I'm writing my own songs.
That's why many of those groups break up. You know, even those boy bands, Backstreet Boys, all the same thing. It's the same thing.
Right. And a lot of times with those boy bands, the manager will own the name.
Yes.
He'll
That's
own
what happened
the name.
to the group B2K, which is my family, with Chris Stokes.
Okay. So he'll once he owns the name, he can change the players out as he wants to. You like the deal? Bye. Next.
You know the first group that I recognized that with? Who? Yeah. You remember that group Menudo?
Menudo.
Yeah.
Menudo.
That's how it got started.
I remember Menudo.
You know, they change up once those guys get to like 16 or 17, they change them out.
Yeah.
And it's the same name.
Because it's a boy band, and if they're, unless you're like the NSYNC and those kind of guys, and then they kind of and what's the ones that the brothers? There are 3 brothers that were
Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unless you are a creator, you're like a Disney character.
Yeah. Exactly.
You just become the new Mickey Mouse.
That's right.
So we need to be creators of our own project.
Yeah.
We need to be creators and writers on our own project.
For sure.
Creators, you need to be owners of your masters.
Owners of your masters. So who just paid for all our masters recently? Sierra's husband paid for all our masters.
Somebody bought her, and then somebody else too. Was it? I just saw it pop up in my feed the other day that somebody just got her. It was not Sierra. That was like.
What happened with Prince and his masters?
He got them back.
He got them back. That's probably why he's not here.
Yeah. And then Tony just got them back.
we're not going to get to my theories.
Yeah, okay.
My theories to myself.
So now Gilbert, he was a Jamaican reggae
singer.
I think you should hear him sing and me singing. Let us honestly know if we have careers in the industry. Since you're the best. Yes, sing for him, please.
Well, he heard the
no, that didn't do any justice. No, don't tell him. He didn't hear the theme song. No, because he can sing.
Oh, no.
Because I want to sing too.
No, you can go ahead and sing.
I want you to go first.
I'll harmonize for you. But I learned what you're saying. I learned that back in the day, back in Jamaica, man. And the thing about it with a lot of Jamaican artists, they don't know what you're saying. They don't know that. They find that out when they go to England or Japan or one of those different countries. Right. You see what I'm saying?
Well, you have to understand that this game, the music game, is where a lot of gangsters come from.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Oh, yeah.
And see, the record companies, they know that every artist has this one element to them that they can play to, and to get them to go blind to everything else. Yeah. And that's their ego.
I don't have an ego.
I'm so talented.
Yeah.
You don't need to hear my voice.
Yeah. That's not me.
Yeah. I'm so pretty. I need to get heard. And they give you this. They got this game. I've seen it played. It happened to me.
Yeah.
What they do is they give you a contract. About that thick.
Yeah.
And on top of that contract, they give you a check with your name on it. And you see the check.
Yeah.
You know, the check got, what's your name?
You see the zeros?
Don.
Got my name on it.
Don, what's your last name?
Strozier.
Don Strozier, $50,000.
Yeah.
Don Strozier, $100,000. Don ain't thinking about no business. Her mind just been shot.
That's not Don.
Her mind goes shopping.
And then you get that $50,000 before even a song is released.
Right.
So you're going, wow, this is money. Right. Can you imagine when I get this release? Oh man, I'm going to make it so much more.
You got all these contracts, and your contract ain't nothing but a big old word puzzle.
Yeah.
Remember when you was a kid, you had a bus left, one bus left Chicago at 55 miles an hour headed to LA, one left at 65
what time will it
from
get
New York. What time they going to get?
Right.
And 1 minute they're giving you something on the page one. You just deal with
page one.
Yeah. Page one. This is a big number. Okay. And it tell you $5 million.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got a $5 million deal.
Yeah.
Well, in the other 49 pages, they tell you how you not getting them $5 million.
Exactly.
Wow. If you sell all these records, jump through all these sales hoops and whatever, you'll make $5 million. But your chances of doing this is slim and none. Ask Janet Jackson.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So with the changes in the industry because of social media, what do you think now?
I think that is it
easier?
It's not easier by no means
still
because
tricky.
What happened is when the cost of doing business dropped down, everybody wants to do business. Okay. When I was in the 80s, the introduction of the digital age brought the cost of business doing down when we can afford it. Because back then it was like maybe $2,500. Now all you need is a thumb drive. $5 thumb drive and a buddy with a computer, and you can make music. You don't have to go to no A&R director to get it being heard. So if you can get you enough of an Instagram following or Facebook following, or say something enough that's offensive, people will tweet to your stuff. You can go viral, negatively or positively. Okay. So this is why I think, this is my personal opinion, why we think we have such I ain't gonna say low grade, but we don't have the level that we used to have.
Right. That's true.
It doesn't take anything to be a part of this anymore.
Right.
There's no practice, there's no woodshedding, there's no reason to go in the studio and learn how to play no notes because if I can punch out some stuff, then I can, my homie get the bob in their head, and it works.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
I'm a hood star.
Yeah,
There's not as much money being made either now.
It's not being much money being made. So now, if I can get on a tour, that's when you get your money.
That's where the money is.
You got to be careful because if you get on a tour, you might make the tour money, but you might not get your merchandise.
That's that's the part I was going to get to right now.
Okay.
Because what most of us got caught up in and don't get to pay attention to over here is that we're looking at the stardom, we're looking at the 50 grand we get up front and all of that. Yeah, you may go on a tour and they go, hey, you get a tour bus, limousine, all of this stuff, you're fine, right? But they're not, look at, what's her name? This little girl, iTunes. Most music are going on iTunes right now. And most of the artists, they're not seeing that part of it. They're not foreseeing what's going to happen in the future and include that clause in their agreement.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because right now we don't know what device they're gonna invent next year or the year after.
We got away with a lot of stuff back in the day because they would give you territories, United States and foreign territories. Then they had to add the universe. They bounced it off a satellite. It might end up anywhere in the world.
Exactly.
So they had to add the universe in there. So now some people had to go back and get contracts reissued or had to be amended to include the universe so they can be covered. Because once you go digital, I mean, if it's a satellite, that's no longer a country.
And then the universe now covers the World Wide Web. And on social media.
And that's really where you're being made, right? And there's so many out there now that there's not even any talent. I know. There's not any talent, and you hear them. And I was talking to somebody the other day. In fact, there was Nick Cannon just did a show called Mass Singers. Did anybody see that? Oh my God, that was phenomenal because these were all very established entertainers, and they done on this whole mass thing, and you didn't know who it was.
You couldn't tell who it was.
And so, in fact, I won't tell you guys who the winner is, but the winner, you're like, I've never heard him sing anything like. He was phenomenal, and no one guessed it. And they have a panel of celebrities.
Judges.
Robin Thicke was there, and they couldn't figure him out. And there was one, I will tell you about her though. It was we thought it was Patti LaBelle at first, but it was Gladys Knight. But she switched it because she started singing Patti's songs, and they would give you these clues, and she started singing Patti. You're like, well, maybe it's Patti. And then she has that bravado, and then you're like, no, that's Gladys. And they still, even though Robin Thicke was like, okay, this is just blowing me away. I know better.
Wasn't there one with Michael Jackson's sister on there too?
LaToya. Didn't even know it was LaToya.
Wow.
Didn't know because you've never heard LaToya sound like that, ever. So you have to go back and look online and check it out. It was really, really, I thought it was like, okay, this is a crazy show. And even Nick Cannon's like, why would you come on this crazy show? But it was allowing them to take cover under a mask and a whole costume and just be somebody and do what they wanted and not be judged because you didn't know and people were trying and just talented.
So let's go ahead and take our final break. We're at the bottom of the hour. This is a great conversation. I'm loving this thing. So let's take a break. We'll be back. We're on the Business Zone with
Crystal,
Gilbert Buchanan, your small business paramedic.
And Don Strozier.
And our very special guest,
Lonzo Williams.
That's what we're talking about, baby. Only on the Business Zone. You've heard it here. Take a break.
Small businesses spend more than $500 million each year combined trying to find missing or replace missing paperwork. Hey small businesses, are you tired of losing out on business opportunities because your paperwork is not in order? And don't you hate having to register in multiple websites just to find a single procurement opportunity that may not even be worth your time? Well, worry no more. Small Biz Pro is the solution to your problems. Small Biz Pro is an all-in-one cloud-based business management, compliance, and procurement assistance software platform that keeps small businesses organized, contract-ready, bank loan-ready, with quick access to procurement opportunities, as well as market research data. Here are some of the features and benefits that you receive when you use Small Biz Pro to run your business daily. Superior record keeping at your fingertips, back office management and compliance, quick access to bids and procurement opportunities in government databases. It allows you to conduct easy market research and gather industry statistics. Government certification preparedness and compliance checklists. Easy HR and general operations management functionality. Bank loan readiness preparation and cash flow management. Certified payroll and labor compliance reporting. Business dictionary with defined business terms. A cloud-based business management platform that keeps small businesses organized and ready, even nonprofits. Business documents securely stored in the cloud. Data fully encrypted and protected by triple firewall reinforcements. On-the-spot document retrieval for quick decision-making. Bank-level data security for compliance. Document expiration alerts and advanced notifications. It uses security restrictions to block out unauthorized users. And much more. Try it out today for only $5 for the first 30 days. What are you waiting for? Go to www.smallbizpro.net and register now, or your competitors will. Small Biz Pro, keeping small businesses organized, business ready, and contract ready. Subcontractors and small businesses are very good at performing their craft. But when it comes to managing their paperwork and efficiently running their business, not so much. That is why Buchanan & Associates, a multiple award-winning supplier diversity business management, technical support, coaching, and compliance firm is here to help you. Buchanan & Associates possesses core competencies in small business paperwork and government compliance, back office management and business support, business infrastructure and organizational development, light rail transportation program management, assisting small businesses in packaging and submitting their minority, woman-owned, and disadvantaged business enterprise certifications. We even match you up with contract opportunities. Buchanan & Associates has delivered more than 7,500 hours of training to subcontractors by preparing them to become business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready with the ability to quickly access key documents in seconds.
So we're back on the Business Zone
with Christo.
Gilbert Buchanan, your small business